Should Tinubu be worried as APC chairman makes U-turn on power shift to the south? Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Until now, almost every keen observer of Nigerian politics assumed that the issue of power rotation to the south was a foregone conclusion as far as the All Progressive Congress was concerned. Some influential party leaders had come out to say that APC was committed to the emergence of a president from the south based on the power rotation agreement the party committed to. But suddenly there is a major shift in the narrative as the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Senator Abdullahi Aminu, recently denied that a party has zoned its presidential ticket to the south. He explained that APC was yet to decide on zoning. This is a major about turn by the party chairman because the majority of the southern aspirants that had joined the APC presidential race did so because the office has been zoned to the south. Recall that before the election of President Buhari in 2015, the party leaders agreed on a north to south zoning formula. The implication of the pact was for power to rotate between the north and south every 8 years. It was on that basis that Buhari emerged in 2014, unchallenged by any southern aspirant. One would expect that on the strength of this agreement, it would be absurd for anyone in APC to even think of challenging the decision to zone the presidency to the south in 2023. But that has not been the case. The fact that APC leaders are still debating over power rotation is something that should not be overlooked. Now, should this be a major concern to Tinubu? Could this be another strategy by his opponent in the APC to truncate his presidential bid? I believe Tinubu should be truly worried about this development. Not just him, but every other southern aspirant in the race. But Tinubu in particular, because he is the leader of a southern APC caucus and also a top candidate for the presidential ticket. This pointless drama over zoning could be orchestrated attempt by some of his opponents to stop him, seeing that they cannot do that in an open democratic process. So, by arguing over the power rotation formula, they probably want to create unnecessary distractions that might weaken Tinubu's campaign. More so, without zoning, it might be more difficult for Tinubu to win because he'll be competing against candidates from the north. As anyone knows, it is usually more challenging for a southern candidate to defeat a northern counterpart in an election because of the population advantage in favor of the north. My advice for Tinubu is for him to leverage his influence within the APC to insist on power rotation to the south. If not, his chances are shaky. Do you agree with me? Now, wow. Hey. That the chairman said the position have not been zoned does not mean the presidency will not be zoned to the south. APC presidency is obviously coming to the south. Don't cause confusion. Sincerely, it is coming as a surprise to me. Whatever made the man to make such a remark means that something is definitely fishy. Something is cooking. And of course, if you are someone who is a southerner and you have already bought your form, it's time you start rethinking things. Are you sure I was not so fast? Are you sure I've not wasted my money? It's not going to be funny at all. It's not going to be funny. The north with the chairman in its pocket is just fooling the south. The southwest is divided and ravaged. APC has no base in the southeast. Those APC governors are just Babasalas. Will PDP come out with a northern presidential candidate and chairman? Very soon, the south may become a colony of the north. We are watching, you're watching. This time, the tension is high. A very dicey situation for both of them, indeed. You're right, if Tinubu was patient with his ACN, he would have been able to get some states in the east, which would have made he the next president, because ACN would have been the alternative party for serious-minded powers in the south. It is becoming hotter. It is becoming hotter. But on the issue of zoning, see, it is clear. If they want to do this Ojoro, it's not going to end well. No, this is not going to end well. On a normal ground, nationally, constitutionally, okay, fine, they said zoning is not in the constitution. But I'm saying everyone knows that it is a turn for the south because we have a northern president who is actually sitting on that seat. Now, going to party structure, PDP themselves, they have this issue going on with them because why? Their former presidential candidate was from the south. That is why they are, this period where people are saying, we no go agree, is somebody from the south. The southeast are clamoring for president, they are throwing it open, making it open to avoid zoning to the north. They are sincerely thinking about it. Now, the APC, who it is clear that after north is supposed to be south, and they are in their own constitution, their party constitution, they made such, it is there written bluely, crystal clear. Now they are coming out with this. And the thing that made that man to come out and say, APCU is not zoning the president to the south, that means say something fishy is going on. This time is for southerners. If they give northerners slot again, then this nation is decided to part ways. Money can't be working. Monkey cannot be working and baboons will be eating. Southerners are not second-class citizens and should stop that unfortunate incident from occurring again. Northerners have successes in setting Southerners up against themselves. Southerners should wake up, else posterity will judge all in corridor of power from the South if the South does not produce president come 2023. Electorate to make it open their eyes for those who are going to be busy doing some assaults on some people. It is time for you to open your eyes. Things are getting very tense. Make sure you don't get carried away. Make sure you focus on voting a president that is detribalized, who is competent, and who is a trademark of equity, fairness, and justice. Okay, on those notes, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.